So I've just been home less than 24 hours after embarking on a 3-week journey in the RV, which when I came home I felt like time is changing, the meaning of time. I can't even process 3 weeks and the amount of growth that occurred in that time frame and how much I've changed. When I originally thought of doing the RV living thing, the sentence that would come over and over in my mind was, who will I be on the other side of this? And it was this feeling of, if not now, then when? And really looking at what life is about and understanding truly, or trying to at some level understand what death and life and rebirth and being human is all about, because it's not what we were taught. It's not what the legacy structures have nurtured out of us humans. And more people are breaking out of the matrix, or breaking out of their shell, or breaking out of the cocoon of a really highly transformational time. Tim and I talk about something called the transformation economy. It was a concept that he introduced to me when we first met, and it was something that I knew so intuitively about our species, was that we could coexist in harmony, and that our creativity is our superpower. And when we share our story, when we share the inspiration that bubbles up from our heart, which it all does for all of us, bubbles up from the earth up into our heart and bubbles down from the universe into our heart, and we can be this creative vessel expanding through time and space and conscious understanding and awareness of our capabilities, and redefining who we are and changing the stories. You know, I've created a methodology called market telling, which I've been taking a break from through my grieving process and my letting go, and really allowing myself to slow down and to experiment and listen to, who am I now? What do I like? How do I want to live this life? How do I want to express myself? What is that balance of fulfillment and being of service, or just expressing? And lately I've been playing with this concept of not being of service, but of being. Tim just walked in.
That's typical when I'm in the middle of a
Yeah,
video.
what were the 3 things we were talking about in Costa Rica? There was, the first stage is survive, the second stage is surrender, and the third was, what was the third one? Oh no, the third one was surrender, and the second one was being of service.
Oh, wow.
So I've been playing with the idea of changing all the stories we tell ourselves, and my story has been, how can I serve, how can I serve? And then in Costa Rica, my big awareness was, how can I surrender more? It's not about being of service, it's about surrendering.
Oh, yes, being available for other people, which is surrendering, because we don't know. Yeah,
being available.
I'm just catching what you're talking about.
Yeah, so but
off
just
camera.
Riffing here as
Riffing.
Tim was out cutting his nails.
Yes, and I guess I was starting to look more like Finn, our dog, who no one can cut her nails because she gets so freaking crazy scared. She actually bites your arm off.
Yeah, she'll bite off your arm
easily.
So she needs to be taken to the vet too.
Yeah, but I
You digress. And I was just here reflecting on, because I'm just about to book our next RV place, which this is now the next chapter of our RV journey.
Yes, and we're actually looking at getting a generator so that we can actually be access electric. I just went in and just turned all the lights on. All the lights go on, so it's being powered by the little battery.
The battery, and we have no idea how long that lasts.
Yeah, and when it doesn't, it's like.
So this is our next phase now, is no longer having access to electricity and just water, and getting a generator that we've been talking about, and then
allows us to be off grid.
Allows us to have more
flexibility. We have the water tank, right? Like, because I was filling that thing up.
Yeah.
Someplace I was filling it up just by hand.
And it's surprising me how long that lasts.
Yeah.
Like we could do a solid 3, 4, 5 days.
Yeah, I only had it to a third. Like, we only filled it to a third, so.
I got her back from Ruston, so I'll actually get in touch with Ruston, so you can bring us more over the next day.
Okay, we're on the road again. We just got back And the camera died before. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Something profound, I'm sure. But now we are going to pick up a generator. Oh, I think we were mentioning that we had just booked. No, maybe not.
This is here lined up for you.
What's what?
No, this is just.
Oh, it's set up for me to drive.
I don't know.
Probably because oh no, because you backed up the trailer.
Right, that's what. Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So we just booked up in Muskoka for a wedding in a couple of days. Actually, in
my
4
niece.
days. Your niece in 4 days, something like that, for 4 days, and there's no hookups there. So we've been thinking about getting a generator. We were going to get it before we left, but it didn't work out. So now's our opportunity to go and get a generator.
To 4166 King Street East.
Where are we going?
We're going to
Cambridge?
Kitchener.
Kitchener. We're going to Kitchener.
We're with back countries, so I just don't feel like driving with the big. I just feel like really quite slow.
I feel
I'm
so
very
slow. I can't believe we're going out again.
Yes, well.
I was like
it's
today.
About getting a rhythm and keeping a rhythm, and then be feeling, oh my god, feeling pretty tired. I just want to just rest. Nope.
Shouldn't you listen to your body?
Yeah, you should.
And if you're saying rest, why aren't we resting?
I was actually feeling really energized before I watched those videos, and I started bawling my eyes out again of our launch videos, and then the video that's coming out in the next couple days. We've watched it a number of times, and I cry like a little baby every time, and so that's all that's happening is I'm being engaged with the process of letting go, and in particular letting go of Sharon, and then letting go of, we're back home, and this is where Sharon died, and it's quite it's heavy, very heavy, which we expected.
Yeah.
But expecting it and being in it are two different things. And so for me, I know, I anticipated that that's going to be the case. So I thought, all right, we got stuff to do, and I could roll up in a little ball and stay there for weeks as well. I don't think that's very helpful.
Yeah. We're flowing. We're following a flowing rhythm, and I didn't think that I would feel like going out. I felt very tired this morning, but it's now 3. No, it's now 2. It's 30.
2, yeah. And I thought, okay, if we can just get this one thing done today,
yeah, then
that's a big deal. And we can come back and then just drink. You being able to just drink like crazy these days. It's the letting go process. It is a very much of a body. For me, it's very much body thing. So I know, and you've said, Tim, you said you're tired. I said I'm tired for the last 6 years.
Yeah, you've said you're tired every single day that I've known you.
And that's right there. That's saying a lot. And I don't like to complain or be perceived as someone who complains. So I'm gonna, rather than say tired, I'm gonna say I feel very energized today. So.
Well, it's not about bullshitting yourself either.
It's not.
No, it's not about bullshitting yourself, but we just finished watching chapter 1 where it's like, yeah, taking a year off is probably a good idea if you've lived your whole life.
Oh my God.
Or especially the last whatever years being tired. That's
yeah, look, I mean, Sharon.
Yeah, you had
looking after Sharon, I was on fight, flight, fright, tight ass sphincter, 24/7. All I did was jump for any time, she needed something, and there was just a lot of trauma. And so I am allowing for the fact that it's, the recovery phase is going to be the recovery phase however long it needs to be for me. And at the same time, we're launching this, so it is, we keep on using the hand puppets. We've got the highs are just significant, and the lows are significant as well. And the idea is, for me, is to be there for the lows and acknowledge, yeah, this is a real big low, and there's a big high. So watching those, that was massive high. Those videos, you're so masterful, and catching videography like this, and then weaving it into a tapestry that tells a story that is such an amazing journey. I'm just so amazed at your skill set. It's marvelous. So I'm really excited about that. And at the same time, what it does is it gets me in touch with the fact that, geez, I was kind of worried that maybe it wasn't going to be all that good, it wouldn't be strong enough or whatever, and all that doubt is coming up, and I'm letting her go. And that's tiring.
Yeah.
Because I'm letting it go. I've held on to it for this whole life.
Yeah, you get to experience the contrast.
Yeah, but the body holds on to it. Like as soon as it let go, you go, oh my God, now I'm really tired. Well, that's all I've been doing every day now since you've known me.
Well, and that's what I've been doing since I've known you is the cocoon. And I just did a post about the cocoon phase. In the cocoon phase, you know, there's way more rest needed. There's, you know, more being on your own, super self-reflective, being in nature, drinking water, just like really nurturing yourself. And I've been in that phase way longer than I ever thought I needed.
How long? Years.
Years. No, since I've known you.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, and probably it started a little bit before that, because who knows when something starts and when something is really ending. In a lot of ways I still feel like I want a cocoon, and yet I'm sharing myself, our intimate parts of our journey online, which feels appropriate.
Well, I love, I mean, did you have the courage? I think we're both coming the same cut, that we actually go out, and it's really important to share the ups and the downs. And I make this reference, and I'll catch this on camera. You read autobiographies of people who actually done really well, and say the autobiography or their journey has 20 chapters. Usually it's in chapter 3, and there's maybe 3 or 4 paragraphs within which, the chapter 1 is about, oh my gosh, this journey is just going to be awesome. Chapter 2 starts to talk about how fantastic it is. Chapter 3 goes into, well, the reason I went on this journey is because I just crashed, and I spent 7 years on my best friend's couch, actually, you know, fighting with the cat and the dog just to be able to go and get food on the table. And just terrible, terrible, terrible. And that lasts for maybe a paragraph or maybe even a page and a half, and then we're back on the great journey. And your courage is to be able, and I'm so admire it and inspired by it, and it is the stuff of being able to transition consciously. We need to actually acknowledge the fact that it's up and down, up and down, up and down all the time, and that's normal.
Yeah,
that is the norm.
We lose sight of that, especially in a technology, social media world.
Yeah.
And just so important to just keep it real. And
yeah, because alternatively we're all going, oh, we're just doing great, come on here, and here's the 3, 5 ways, 17 ways of this, and I'm smiling, and here's steps. I did this, and look at this, and now I'm a multimillionaire, and nothing ever went wrong.
We've created a false culture, and a culture that wants things quickly, and that's just not life.
It's not. It's got nothing to do with life.
I just opened the book that you just got.
Yeah, I Am That.
I Am That.
Yeah.
And it talks about people who rush through things, and using the metaphor of a mango. If you pull a mango from a mango tree before it's ripe, like then it doesn't taste good. You know, just wait. What's the rush? Let it ripen. Let it soften.
Mature,
let it get sweet, and then taste the fruits. You know. Yeah. So here we go to get a generator.
Boom.
Let's hit the road, Jack. Expecting it to be so small. All right, we got the generator. It's in the cargo bed.
It's in the cargo bed.
But then it just started raining. We were on course to get a cute coffee with something cute to eat, and then it started raining. Bam.
Bam.
Pivot, change direction. Home Depot.
Home Depot. Why?
Why? We need to cover our new generator so that it doesn't get rained on. Wet.
And it's just started raining. So what the heck? We are just total change.
Coffee's on pause.
People. So this is what we thought was going to be a really good cover.
No, we didn't. It was protecting it while it was raining, while we were
Oh yes, look at that. Boom.
Buddy.
Boom. New purchase right there.
Should I dry her?
Yeah, dry her off. Did we bring a blow dryer or not?
No.
Well, it's better than your suggestion, because let's get it out of the rain by putting it in the cab with us. It's got gas and oil in it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I've never owned a generator before.
Me either.
Think of these things.
Well, I often say the stupid thing, so whenever you say something that's not stupid, it's just, you know, different. as the camera operator, I can use poetic license.
Okay.
Right here.
Solution that I did not know.
Boom. Okay, oh look at it, it's got somebody's name on it too. Oh, it fits like perfectly.
It does.
We didn't even, we guessed. Just as it's, oh yeah.
Satisfying. Look, and then it starts raining.
Yeah, it's just starting raining right now. Okay, let's get the hell inside.
Okay.
Boom.
Everything getting wet.
That's great timing. So today we are dropping off the trailer to the dealership, would you call this?
Yep.
Where they are going to take a look at the scratch that happened on the side, which you saw.
The scratch.
The scratch.
The bonk.
The bunk. And some other little things that are iffy, not working, etc. Then we're going to go pick up some things at sale that we need for the next part of our journey.
Part of the journey.
Alright, I forgot to bring you into sale with us. But Tim got us up board.
Big thing upside down back here.
I got a new hat.
Chickens, yeah.
Buff.
Buff.
Table.
Yeah, we got a cool table.
Cool fold up table. Headlamps. What else? Oh, I got a really nice rain wind jacket and rain pants. Because I didn't own that. And we're tired and hungry.
We're very tired.
We're very tired. So, goodbye. Tim's embarrassed that I'm taking time before getting out.
Yeah, it's trying to get out and there's people beeping.
But here,
Breathing, yeah, but
show
you're
the people
yeah,
I get
look
to
at,
wear my rain jacket for
Okay,
the
do we have
first
lights
time.
on? We don't even know where the lights go here. There, look at, that's what they call a light.
Look, I
Look
get
it.
my rain jacket on.
Yeah, right
Isn't
there.
it nice?
Yeah, there's all the people
I never heard
outside.
of the Brad brand before, but I got a warmer jacket. I really like it, so here I go.
Yeah, we picked that up in Bay St. Paul, I think.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Okay, good. All right, I'll
Good
turn this
take.
off.
Okay, bye.
Okay. We got the last pit. Nice to
We're
put on our
going
heads.
into mosquito territory, so
Yes, and he's smiling, so it must actually be really good, really work well.
this is not paid sponsor. You like my new hat? I don't talk much. I haven't talked much on the Wee Ship about human design and the fact that I'm a mental projector and that I've just really had this awareness 1 year ago. It was last summer. I took a projector success course and was really validated in a lot of areas and also really shone a light on different parts of myself that were hiding and why. And during that time I was launching a program, like a group masterclass on visibility, and I've been writing in a magazine. Shout out to the United Color of Design magazine. I was making it's an online magazine, so there's videos that go with articles about where I was in my evolution and how a certain color reflects a certain story. And I love looking at life in patterns, through the patterns of color, through the patterns of numbers, through the patterns of human design, which is more recent, and the gene keys. I love it, and so does Tim, and that's why we can literally talk for hours about life. And our whole relationship, we've really been talking about this relationships and codependent relationships, independent relationships, and interdependent relationships, and the evolution of that is in a really short, succinct way to describe what we feel is this big paradigm shift that we're going through, or this jump point in evolution that we talk about on Flow Network, or this real wealth transfer. And there's so many words there, and I love to just kind of pick them apart and really understand what the story is behind the words and what that really means, more than intellectually, but in our bodies. What does it feel like to be interdependent? First of all, what does it feel like to experience the contrast? And then what is codependent? Codependent is that's all we know. All we know is what the little bubble that we've grown up in our life, and there's a huge world beyond that. It's like the fish in Finding Nemo, you know, that were born in the fish tank and they don't really understand what an ocean is. So kind of like that. And where to begin on this accelerated journey? We have been on an accelerated, as I believe the planet has been on an accelerated learning, or shall we say unlearning journey. And we've been in a process of candidly, intimately sharing our sort of process, our evolution from this codependent, independent, interdependent dance that is this evolution of our species. And I've been recently really diving deeper into interdependence as it relates to challenging relationships. The last several years, exploring this theme. And we all have our program patterns from our codependent microcosm, our just little circle of people that we hang around. And then there's the global collective codependence. And quite simply, we could use the metaphor of money, because a lot of people talk about money and their money mindset, their true value, their true worth. And we've been living in a codependent collective society in many ways, but let's just break it down to our financial system and money. Most of us operate out of a lack mindset because that's how we've been programmed. And we've been programmed to believe that our power, money, is outside of us. Money, by the way, to set the context, I am now at a point in my life where I view money as energy that is no different than love or power, like true power. Power really is based on love. And owning our worth. And saying like, hey, what I'm inspired to do is like, I deserve that, and I trust that, and I feel safe in my inner knowing, and the fact that I have a unique life path and only I have the rule book. And so money changes our stories. It makes us block parts of us that want to do other things and maybe take risks, or maybe do something completely illogical that makes absolutely no sense to their mind. And I was talking with my good friend, a fellow projector, because I find it so exciting where we are as a species to be claiming our power, understanding that all our wealth is inside of us and our health is so much a part of our wealth. And then to really think about, yeah, okay, my health, what are my other basic needs? And most of the time I'm finding, at least for myself, is that my basic needs, they don't cost a lot. And there's this beautiful way of things unfolding in a way, if I surrender to what my inner map is guiding me towards being, ultimately, is what it is. So I could go on and on and on about this, but I just wanted to bring up the point because this has been at the foundation of Tim and my relationship, this exploring the interdependence. And I don't think we have a lot of models, a lot of examples in our world of what this structure looks like, what interdependence means, and what's required to go on that journey. So I just wanted to share that because that's just what my life is right now, and it's what I'm reflecting on. And I would love to hear from you. What does interdependence mean to you, and are you working through codependent dynamics? And just share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I'm excited to talk more about this, but there are lots of videos on Flow Network where Tim and my relationship and documenting evolution started. And yeah, we have some series. You can really see us grow as well. Like, I look back at some of that stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, I still had a big push energy. And yeah, I mean, this evolution is, we're talking quick nowadays. So strap on to the we ship, and I look forward to talking more about what the we ship means to me as I evolve. yeah, ultimately the we ship is interdependent relationships that are ongoing and never ending, because we live in a multidimensional world and we are all one. We really are all one. We're all interconnected at our hearts, and we are going through a messy process, and change is sometimes messy and chaotic, but there's always beauty. The we ship, the beauty way. I think the dogs are on to us. This one has not left my side since we've been back. We're leaving today, and he's very I think he knows that we're going. Yeah, so we're just going for 4 days. We're going to a wedding up in the Muskoka area, and I'm also gonna probably see a friend up there. And what else? It's been a little bit of a whirlwind being back here, because we've only been here for like 4 or 5 days, and just lots of like just taking everything out of the RV, doing laundry, also just other stuff that we've had to take care of. And yeah, it feels kind of weird to be going back in the RV, but as Tim was just saying, like, it feels overwhelming. Everything that we need to do or pack, with the original thought that we would be going up north to Muskoka and then heading west from there, but we realized, yeah, you know what, that's a little bit too much to try to pack into the time we've been here. So we just thought, there's no rush. We're gonna come back and take another week or so to just make sure we have all our ducks in a row, because with our new thinking, we are thinking that potentially we will be driving to the States south and keeping the RV in a park down there somewhere warm, and then letting go of this whole house and everything here, and finding a new home for the dogs. So they could be feeling that as well, because I'm definitely, that part for me is really challenging, but it won't work for what our goals are with the RV. And it was something that Tim and Sharon were discussing before she passed, and I contemplated, you know, would I want to take on the dogs? But the reality is I've been single and no pets and no children consciously for a reason, and I just cannot take that responsibility, because I'm a traveling girl. So, and the reality is that Finn would just be barking her head off the whole time we would be in an RV park. So those are going to be big steps, and those are definitely being felt now, and just taking it step by step.